Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Among 8 selected top sub-Saharan countries, Ghana was ranked second in extent of electrification, but 7th in existence of paved roads. Charles Nixon Yeboah has been looking through the World Bank rankings and tells us more.
So the data from World Bank indicates that Ghana is actually ranked second as far as electrification rate is concerned. Among 8 sub-Saharan African nations, the nation trails South Africa. But if you look at the electrification rate of 84%, it means the nation is doing very well. In terms of urban electrification rate, the nation is actually ranked first, 95% as far as the figure is concerned. But the most worrying aspect has to do with power outages, and that is what the World Bank ranked the nation worst as far as the 8 sub-Saharan African nations are concerned. This tells us that policymakers must do more in terms of keeping the lights on. Doomsor is really a major concern as far as the data from the World Bank cited by Joy Business stipulate. On the other hand, paved road construction is also a major issue for the nation. We are ranked 7th among these 8 nations. The 8 nations include South Africa, Nigeria, Uganda, Ethiopia. But if you look at these nations, Ghana should have done better. Perhaps South Africa and Nigeria would have been better than us because they are actually the first 2 biggest nations as far as gross domestic product or the economic size of nations in Africa is concerned. So paved road construction, Ghana is not doing well at all. So policymakers will have to re-strategize. They have to reposition their strategies going forward to ensure that we have a lot of paved road and also improve road from the hinterland to the urban centers. This would facilitate foodstuffs from the hinterlands to the market and also help reduce prices and subsequently trigger in lower inflation.
Well, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry in partnership with Joy Business is holding a sensitization seminar for businesses on how they can benefit from the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which kick-started this year. We want to take you there now for a bit of what is happening over there. Take a listen.
As our first take to point our products to. Fats and oils, this includes the shea oil, the soya oil, the, margarines and so on. Africa is importing as much as almost 8-point-something billion US dollars. So definitely there is an opportunity for us to take some chunk of it. Then we have footwear, which is an interesting one. I'll talk some more about it later on. About $3 billion US dollars is being imported into Africa. Paper products, cocoa products, iron and steel are all some of the examples. Now, in the case of cocoa products, we realize that because most of what Ghana exports is in a raw form, what Africa is importing is mostly the processed form of cocoa. There doesn't mean that many other African countries also have the raw cocoa as well. And so, just as many other food products in a raw form, we would hardly sell what we produce unprocessed to other African countries. So our best trump card is to add value. So if we are looking at what Africa is getting inside it from outside of it, it is mostly the processed cocoa products and not the raw cocoa products. Next slide, please. Okay, so we have all put together quite a long list, over 200 products that are possible. We have just a small selection you can see on your screen. But this is all to tell you that there are possibilities to send a huge menu of products out into the African market. And like I said earlier on, everything on almost anything that is imported into Ghana already, you can imagine same is imported also into Africa. So there isn't a lack of products to deal with. And I believe everybody who wants to go into the export business would find something that can end up into the African market. Next slide, please. All right, so as has been explained earlier on, we have the African market already made up of various trading communities. And it's been realized that familiarity generally is what dwells. So we have the various communities mostly trading amongst themselves. By these communities, we mean the regional economic communities. Some have been mentioned this morning. Ghana, we are in West Africa, so we have ECOWAS within Africa. We have COMESA within the Southern and Eastern Africa, and so on. So the trading takes place mostly within these communities. It means that where we are in Africa should be probably where we start from. So for Ghana, we start from by increasing our exports into ECOWAS. And as has been explained, as to the rules and regulations that will cover what we have, Ghana within ECOWAS falls into that category where majority of the countries in ECOWAS are least developed countries. And so therefore we take into consideration that we'll be going along with those general rules covering that. It means there's a longer period to apply the reduction in tariffs. So even though we are able to export all those multiple products into the ECOWAS region, we have to remember it will take a longer time.
And you saw the stats there, what we export, what we import. And right now, as we know it, participation by Ghanaian companies has been low. And that's why the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is holding this seminar. We'll bring you more on that in subsequent bulletins. Up next, sports. Please stay tuned.